What is up, guys? DZ Fear, and today we're going to be taking a look at Atlanteans for the February 8th format, I guess, the adjusted list, which is being used at everything except the local levels, although local levels are allowed to vote on what list they use, so I'm assuming they'll probably use that too. We don't have a mat today, so I just grabbed some of Aisha's sheet music, which we're using as our makeshift mat, but anyway, we'll get right into it. So we're playing 3 Neptibus, kind of your best card. Not even really kind of, it's your best card. 3 Infantry. This guy's especially useful now. He's really good at popping like all the Monarch spells and spell and trap cards. Specifically, March is kind of annoying. Like, the field spell isn't that bad. You don't really use the extra deck too often. And you can usually out the field spell pretty easily. But the March is really annoying, so. Because some of the, especially when it's like, a March and then like one of the level 8 Monarchs, because those have like 2800 attack points. We're playing 3 Marksmen. I've considered cutting this to 2. There isn't a lot of back row in this format, but like you want to, you really just want to discard this so you can special it off of Neptibus and then OTK. That's the real reason we're playing 3 of those guys. And yeah, and I should mention that like a lot of the times in the games where like you do brick, which isn't like super often, but usually if you like don't draw an Undyne or a Neptibus, you probably draw a Marksman, and then you can just like attack with Marksman and then just like get a Neptibus off of that. So that works sometimes. We're playing 2 Dragoons. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this card. So like obviously it's like one of the best cards in the deck, but like drawing this guy actually kind of sucks. So one of the problems with Neptibus is that it only sends stuff from the deck to the grave. So like if you draw both of these before you see a Neptibus, or if you like draw one of them and then you use the second one for the first Neptibus, like every Neptibus after that is just weaker because you can't add like a Megalo. So like you're just like adding Atlanteans, which like isn't fantastic. So like I don't really want to see more than one of these in my hand, and I usually would just rather see one Neptibus. Then I play Tech Squad just because a lot of the combos you do in this deck take both Dragoons out of your deck. And then in that scenario, Megalo Marksman wouldn't be an OTK because you would just have Neptibus engrave, or a Neptibus left in deck and a heavy infantry. So the attack squad does 2200 and it can attack over Dweller, which is kind of neat. I love the Undyne engine. So we're playing 3 Undyne as well as 2 controller. I suppose you can play like, I don't know, 2 Undyne, 1 controller, or some people play 3 Undyne, 1 controller just because they don't want to draw. Like, I don't mind drawing this card too much. Like, it's, I don't know, like, maybe it's because I played, like, Brilliant Fusion, so, like, I'm used to drawing, like, normal monsters. Like, something about, like, controller just makes it seem not as bad to draw, like, as drawing Garnet was. Like, usually this deck is just, like, doing so much anyway that, like, if, like, controller is, like, the only bad card in your hand, you usually just win. We're also playing 3 Megalo. This is the only Mermail we're playing 3 of. Megalo is, like, without a doubt the best one, probably because it's a sea serpent, so you can like search it with Dragoons. And this is like what you're OTKing with pretty much every single time. I'm testing, I have like 3 builds right now. A build with only Megalos as the Mermails, a build with a ton of Mermails, and this is kind of like the halfway one. So we're playing 1 Teus, 1 Pike, 1 Turge, 1, and then 1 gun. So, the main idea here is that like these 3 are fine drawing them by themselves, and like gun is the only one that you don't want to draw by itself. And then like you can search you want to search the gun, and you can do that with these 2. And then the 1 Turge recycles the gun from the grave. These cards do create brick situations sometimes, but like their power level is just really high, and it ups the ceiling of the deck tremendously. Especially the Teus. Like of all of these, I would consider bumping Teus up to 2. In this sort of medium Mermail build. We're playing 1 Mooling Glacia to get stuff out of the hand, 1 Deep Sea Diva for sex appeal, 1 Aqua Spirit to combo with, like, a lot of times you can, like, tribute a Neptibus and, like, you don't want to bring back a Marksman, you just want to, like, make a rank 4, so you can bring back a Dragoons and summon Aqua Spirit and then make a rank 4, so that's kind of neat. We're just playing 2 Maxi for hand traps. I don't know. It depends on how popular Pepe ends up being with new variants of it, but right now I really don't want to play Ghost Ogre in the main, so we're just playing the Maxis. Veiler might be worth trying out, but Like, you really just want to draw all combo cards, so hand traps kind of suck for that. Although I do like Ghost Ogre, just because it's level 3 tuner. But anyway, we're playing 3 Instant Fusion, which is, like, fucking ridiculous in this deck. 2 Twin Twister. I think this is going to be really important. I think most Pepe variants going forward, I guess they're not called Pepe anymore. It would be, like, Performapal Magicians, I guess, is, like, the builds I've seen floating around. But I think they're going to have to resort to playing, like, real back row, or at least, like, strikes and stuff, because, like, they don't have as many powerful first turn boards, because you can't make Infinity. Like, you'll basically just end with Rafflesia and Dino Stir, which is still pretty good, but not, like, Infinity Rafflesia. But anyway, I think Twin Twist is good. It's good against Monarchs. It's good against, like, the Call of the Haunted variant of Cosmo and shit like that, so we're playing that. We're playing 2 Double Summons still. I like this card. The guy top Sydney with Atlanteans likes this card. Like, this is just ridiculous because you can, like, Undyne, send Dragoons to add Neptibus and then double summon into it. Or, like, the same thing with Diva. I've been looking at, like, OCG builds a lot. So, like, one of the cards I'm playing is Salvage. I don't really like the OCG guys were almost always playing one of this card, 1 to 3. But they had, like, 3 Diva. So, like, I think I'm fine just playing 1. But it's pretty good, especially in the late game. And then 1 Surface, the OCG was also playing this card a lot, so basically you just special a level 3 dude from your graveyard. A defense position. The defense position kind of sucks, because then you can't tribute it for Megalo, but yeah, you can, like, bring back Neptibus, but mainly I've been using this to bring back a Diva, just to, like, revive a tuner. It's kind of like another Instant Fusion in that case, and I have considered playing 2 Surface, but I don't have the room right now. 1 for 1 just to get to Neptibus, and then 1 Abyssgale the Mikazuchi. Well, Mikazuchi would be the Bujin, so I think it's just Mizuki. Wow, this is the worst mat ever. Don't use cheat music. It's terrible. Anyway, that was the main deck. The extra deck, tokens. So we have 2 copies of Dweller. I think the Mermail Mirror match is going to actually be relevant now, so I think 2 is fine. It's also, like, other than Bahamut Shark, it's, like, the only rank 4 water you can just make and then instantly detach for. So, like, if you're going first and you, like, need an extra search and you can make a rank 4, you want to make Dweller just to get that search. 101 because it's a water. Castell's pretty neat. Bahamut's really good. Trite's really good, especially when you're playing, like, the other Mermails. Gaios is pretty good. Gaios is good at locking out Cosmos because they, like, can't attack. And I don't know if you know this, but Cosmos kind of need to attack to win. But anyway, Gaios is cool too because you can equip it with the equip spell, and then it has, like, 1 billion attack points and nothing, and you can, like, negate Dark Destroyer and shit like that. So anyway, 1 of this dude, 1-0. Feel free to make a ton of Odyssey jokes. But anyway, we're playing this over DeLorean because, like, DeLorean just never came up, and this actually has its 800 tax subtraction thing. It doesn't target, so you can take out Cosmos ships with it. Black Rose is kind of neat. Gungnir is really neat. You can tribute, like, controllers with this shit, or, like, Dead Twin Twisters or whatever. Scrap Dragon. So I wasn't playing this for, like, the longest time, but then, like, it just, a level 8 synchro just, like, kept coming up in testing, so, like, I just had to put it in there. So that's where it is. And then 1 Trish, kind of neat. And then the 2 Norden, because I hear rank 4s are cool. And a lot of times I use Norden to, like, if I have, like, a marksman on board, you can, like, Norden for Diva and then make Trish. I've done that a lot of times. And you, like, Norden for Controller or Ghost Ogre and then make Gungnir. I've done that a lot of times. But the side deck is kind of work in progress. But right now we have 2 Ghost Ogre. I still want to side these because, like, we don't know where the meta is going right now. And I think that these might be good. Like, I don't think Monarchs are that scary. Like, we are playing Fog Kings. Fog King's pretty cool. I don't like Massacre Restrict because it just gets Twin Twisted. But Fog King's cool because it's level 7 water, so you can make Gaios with it. But I probably wouldn't be playing these if I wasn't playing Double Summon. But the idea is that you can, like, get your Undyne and Neptibus normal summon, like, do a big combo, and then, like, summon a Fog King with, like, 1 billion attack points. Because, like, it's not that good just summoning it when it has 0. That's pretty shitty, actually. 2 of these guys, whenever you're going, like, second, you usually side these in against any deck that can make rank 4s because they summon Dweller, and then you just get them in main phase because most opponents don't just, like, activate Dweller until you, like, do something, so it's pretty cool. 3 MST for those back rows. Chalice is basically for the same reason as the Sea Turtle guy. Just going second for Dweller and shit. Third, Twin Twisters, Rigeki, and then just 2, Iron Ball. Might bump this up to 3. I don't know, like, Cosmos aren't that bad. You just have to play it right. And the Mermails help with Cosmos, as opposed to just playing like a pure Atlantean build. But anyway, that's what I've been testing, or one of the decks I've been testing, or one of the versions, I guess, I've been testing for this new format, this new half format. But make sure to check out my new Facebook page, which will be linked in the description, and I will check you later. Goodbye.